Hey good people, welcome back to Beauty and the Frizz. My name is Cara. Whether you're new or returning, thank you so much for stopping by and hanging out with me. Y'all, it's the last day of FRIZZMAS and we are gonna end it with the makeup protection program. Purchase or pass. Let's see what's going on. If you want to comb through all the new makeup releases with me, keep on watching this video. Let me know what you think, and if makeup is your therapy and your love, if it makes you happy and you want to hang out with someone that feels the same way, definitely consider joining the community. I'd love to have you back. All right, let's get started. Before we get started, I just want to thank you all for hanging out with me throughout all of FRIZZMAS. This is my third time doing FRIZZMAS and I didn't premiere all of the videos in the past, but I just thought, why not? Like, if anybody's around, let's just hang out, because in a way this is a huge part of like my social interaction. I don't have a lot of people in my like physical personal life that are into makeup the way that I am, or like new releases and, you know, palettes. So it's really therapeutic for me to be able to get on here and talk to you all in the chat. So hopefully that wasn't too much. And I never expect people to be at every premiere or anything like that, but when you all do come, it really does make my day. I really look forward to the conversations because they
come on to pizza.
You can have a piece of pizza.
Sure.
Well, let's try one, then you can have another one. Anyway, it definitely makes my day just chit-chatting, because it goes so much further beyond the makeup. So just wanted to say that, because I can't believe FRIZZMAS is going to be over. I can't even believe that I pulled it off, to be honest. But anyway, let's go into the new makeup releases. I have been on Instagram a little bit and I think we are going to be very safe this week. So let me scoot over and we'll get into it. Now, as per usual, all of the makeup accounts that I follow will be listed in the description box. But you know, I always start with my girl Makeup Release Radar Official. So I'm gonna get right on to her page. Let's see where we left off last week. Okay, the first thing that I see here is a new makeup release from Tarte Cosmetics. This is the Tarte Contouring Sculpt Tape with Contour Brush. Basically, y'all, this is a cream contour or bronzer like the one from Charlotte Tilbury. I think it is a dupe for that. Even just looking at the applicator, it says Shape Tape Sculpt Tape is an all-in-one sculpting tool to effortlessly slim, shape, and define in no time. The goof-proof precision cushion applicator applies color exactly where you want it to effortlessly create shadow and definition. It has porcelain flower extract, shea butter ethyl esters, licorice root extract, mineral pigments, and diamond powder. And then mango and shea butters and tape technology. Okay, this is a no. It's just too much. I can't even read it clearly. So we're gonna move on. It is like the one from Charlotte Tilbury. So if you have that beauty wand, this is not something that I feel like is necessary. I don't think this is gonna be a bad release for them at all, because I think people really like this type of product, but it is not something that I need. I think I would take the warm bronze shade. Go ahead, yes. It's $35 and it's available now at QVC. That's a no. All right, let's move on. It looks like Burberry has a fragrance gift set. This is a no. Moving on. Guerlain has a set exclusive to Selfridges. This is a no. $68. No. Just go back and give it some love here. But this is a no. This color story looks like Golden Opulence from Pat McGrath. Just wanted to share. Don't get that. Let's see. Keys Soul Care has a Truly Becoming Multi-Benefit Peptide Serum for fine lines and wrinkles. I'm really not in the need of any skincare, so I'm gonna say that this is a no. It's derm developed, clean, cruelty-free, vegan, fragrance free and non-comedogenic. So it's a face serum. This is just not something, again, that I need. I still have my Kiehl's advent calendar. Now this is available for $38 from Keys Soul Care. Let's move on. This is a no. Well. Stila. I haven't seen anything from Stila in a while. There is the Heaven's Dew All Over Glimmer and the Stay All Day Artist Sticks Micro Liner, a Buff and Blur Lip Enzyme, and the All About the Blur Blurring Smoothing Primer, and All About the Blur Instant Blurring Stick. These are available at Ulta Beauty. All of this is a no. Let me know if you have any products that you love or are enjoying from Stila. I remember when they had these highlighters a few years back when I first started looking at makeup. This highlighter here reminds me of the one by Westman Atelier. It looks like it could be good, but do you just feel like you don't check for certain brands anymore? Like, I feel like that about Tarte, and I used to love the Tarte Amazonian.
What?
Here, Marky. Man. Oh my God. I used to love the Tarte Amazonian Clay foundation, and I did have the foundation from Stila. That was one of the first foundations I was ever matched to, but this cream highlighter, I'm a sucker for things like that, but I'm not purchasing it. All right, so Benefit Cosmetics has the Fluff Up Brow Flexible Brow Texturizing Wax, a clear, crunch-free, creamy flex wax that creates fluffy, full, and natural-looking brows and lasts for up to 12 hours. So it looks like maybe it's in the spoolie. Let's see. This is available for easy access from Sephora. Oh, maybe it's not in the spoolie. I was actually looking for like a before and after picture, but you know, I really love the bushy brow look, but this is the best I can do, and they don't even look bushy. So this is just not a product for me. I would love to see this in action though. All right, let's see. I see some skincare stuff. I'm just not in the need. Niacinamide serum from Sunday Riley, $65. That's a no. All right, palettes. Let's see, so we can say no. This is from Playing in Makeup by Yolando. This is called the Paint Me Chrome 2 palette. I have not really been purchasing all shimmer palettes. I think the last all shimmer palette that I purchased was the Plain Jane Remastered by Adept. Before that, I think it was like the All I Ever Wanted 2 from Unearthly Cosmetics, and then All I Ever Wanted. So I just typically don't go for all shimmer palettes because that means I have to pull out something else to go with it. Just taking a gander at these shimmers. If you are into indie makeup or have any indie makeup palettes, this formula looks very similar to a lot of indie shimmers. So I don't necessarily think this is a new or innovative formula. So just look in your collection first. I do think this is pretty, and I would love to see the swatches, but this is definitely a no for me. Now I will say, if you're not into indie makeup and you want to branch out or try something like this, some color, I think it does make sense to have them all in one palette, but this doesn't make sense for my collection, and that's what I need to start thinking about as we, you know, move on in the year or into the new year. Or actually, no, not in the new year. Let's just think about it for right now, because I'm not one of those people that say I'm gonna wait till 2023 to do this. I need to do it now. So let's move on to more Guerlain. Nope, not doing spring collection, sorry. What's this? Okay, no. What is this? 2 Play Color Eyes palettes. What is this? What? Okay, no. Let's move on. Beautylish is having their lucky bags for 2023. Our much anticipated lucky bags. Mystery bags full of beauty favorites are coming soon. Okay, I've decided that I don't have money to be gambling. So I'm just not doing this. I will say this, let me know if you have purchased a Lucky bag before, because I am curious as to what types of products that they put in there. But like, I could get like something from Jeffree Star, and that's a no, and that's a waste of money. I may get a whole bunch of products that I don't need or want. So let's see about the comments. Okay, hold on. In my first Lucky bag, I got the Natasha Denona Gold palette, the big one. Oh, the next year I got an Hourglass face palette. Last year was the first time I did not get lucky. I got a bunch of less than subpar makeup. Damn. I get shafted every time, but I still get one every year. See, I can't do that. I can't get shafted and then continue to do it. Nope. I'm not doing that. So let's move on. Let me know if you're interested in that and if you've been lucky. I can't go with luck. I did talk about this Vintage Love palette. It was a teaser last week from Shine by SD Cosmetics. I still have not tried this brand, but here is the full reveal. Okay, this is gonna be the same commentary that I had for the Playing in Makeup by Yolando palette. I don't need an all shimmer palette. Oh my gosh, this is reminding me of two movies. Remember in White Chicks, where he was like, didn't somebody tell you this was an all white party? And then in Baby Boy, where he was like, this is an all-purpose dress. All right, let me move on. This palette is a no. I don't, let me know, how about this? Let me know if you've tried Shine by SD Cosmetics. Do they make those big pans? You know what? I don't know. Shine by SD, no they don't. I'm thinking about JD Glow. Okay, I've definitely not tried Shine by SD. I don't know. These shadows, the way they look, they're reminding me of Pretties for Your Face, just off how they look, but that doesn't mean anything. The point is, this is a no. Don't see a price yet, but this is going to be available on the 23rd at 9 a.m. CST. Just not something I need. What makes this a Vintage Love palette? These colors don't say Vintage Love to me. I don't know what it says. Are these stars? I might be missing something. So let me know. Because sometimes when I'm looking at things for the first time, I'm not giving a lot of deep, or I'm not giving any deep thought. So I might be missing something with the Vintage Love theme, and then the shades, and then the embossing. So I'm gonna move on to the Sun Touchable Whoa Glow 30 Broad Spectrum SPF Sunscreen from e.l.f. e.l.f.'s Skin. Okay, Sun Touchable is cute, but the Whoa Glow, I don't know. So this is, actually this might not be bad. A lightweight broad spectrum SPF 30 sunscreen that doubles as a makeup primer and leaves the skin with a glowing radiance. This might be nice. It's non-greasy, grips makeup for long-lasting wear for $14. I mean, that's way cheaper than the Tatcha sunscreen serum with niacinamide that I use for my primer. So I don't know. I don't have any need to try this. So even though it's only $14, I'm not going to get this. But maybe when I run out of my Tatcha sunscreen. But nope. And I have to stop thinking like just because something is not expensive that it means go ahead and buy it. Because if it sits in the drawer, then it's a waste. So let's move on. Marc Jacobs is coming out with another fragrance. This is a no. I just feel like no to this. So no. Well, we're really fast though. Oh, it's at Dillard's. I was gonna say because Sephora's having the 20% off full-size fragrances, but it's not available there. And I think Ulta's having something too. But this is a no. What does the Dominoes have to do with it? Am I missing something? I might be missing something, and that's okay. I'm gonna move on because I don't need to even give it thought. This palette is an absolute no. First of all, okay, this is called the Trashed palette.
You need to leave.
Now, they've got the raccoon on the front, I guess because they go in the trash. Is that what we're saying? So 12 shades available January 1st at 11 a.m. CST. I'm not getting caught up in this. First of all, Sugar Drizzle polish, and what's the other one? I can't even remember now. I can't even remember it. Sugar Drizzle. There's another one I feel like that begins with an S, and I can't, and that's the point. Don't, y'all. If y'all have any palettes from Sugar Drizzle, I'm not saying it's not a good brand, because I had that Taco Kitty palette, but just don't do it, y'all. Do not do it. Because we have seen so many palettes like this year. Same color stories and everything. Same shades, just different indie brands, all switched around. They're the same, you guys, the same. So this is a no. And second of all, what about this palette says trashed? To me, it looks like spring. Okay. Like if, never mind. No.
Daddy, chill.
No, talked about Kaleidos and these lip clays. So, you know, I would really have to sit down here and look at all my lip clays and see how these compare. But I have lots of lip clays, and I have nude ones, I have deep ones. This is a no. Kaleidos, get it together. You know, I'm not even gonna tell them to get it together, because I'm okay with the fact that they didn't just put out a bunch of meaningless releases this year. They did not do that. So let's move on. I think that, you know, maybe waiting for Kaleidos to do a bigger palette, but Kaleidos also may be hip to the game that people are enjoying quads and smaller palettes. So I'm not gonna keep saying what I think brands should and shouldn't do, because what do I know? Let's take a gander here at Elf. Oath. Okay.
You need to leave.
This is called the O Face Satin Lipstick. Serve up your best O Face with bold satiny color in one swipe. I'm just moving on because of the name. An O Face? No thanks. I don't care if it's $9. This is a no. We talked about Celestial Moon. I do have this color story in my Lethal. Ooh, look, y'all, I have it right here. Because I was filming with the Evergreen palette, which is this one. But look, I have this Celestial Moon palette right here. I mean, I have the Celestial Moon color story in this palette. So this is definitely not something I need. I also have my Lunar Lavender by Kaleidos. So this is a no. It's pretty. Same formula though, y'all. Same formula as a lot of the other brands that we are seeing. NBA is putting out the palettes. They have another palette. I'm just gonna go ahead and scroll. And this is a nice color story. Don't need it. This is the Forest Nymph palette. So no, that's $26, and I'm sure the other palette is the same price. Oh no, this one's $30. Okay, moving on. Rare Beauty has the Sincerely Me Mini Eye Essentials. This is a no. I do like Rare Beauty. Oh, this must be super small, like, cause it's $25. I don't need this color story, but it looks pretty. But it's a no, pretty no. Don't need it. Rainbow palette. What is this? Clever Kind Chic. This is a no. 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 What is this? Shiumura. They came out with that Sailor Moon palette not that long ago. This is a no. This reminds me of something Bobbi Brown came out with for Christmas. Ginger eyeshadow palette. This is a no. We're moving on, y'all. Moving on. Moving on from Estee Lauder with this New Year's release. This is an absolute no. Just move on. Okay, I don't need any cleansers. Copacetic has a Besties Brunch quad. Okay, this is a no, but the shade names are cute. You're My Jam, Toast to Us, Main Squeeze, and Butter Together. Not with that pressed flaky. Can't get a quad and have a shade that I'm just not gonna use, and it's that one, so that is a no. Asgard Queen Cosmetics. I did DM her and I ordered 2 palettes. I ordered the palette I showed y'all last week and then one of their classic palettes. She just got me on a third-party site that takes cards and PayPal, and I just use my PayPal. So I'm excited. She said that since I had a channel, she's gonna send me a couple extras. So I will be trying out Asgard Queen Cosmetics as soon as it gets here, and I'm really excited. This is called the Queen Song Lip Gloss. Now this is not up my alley at all, but very, very excited to try out this brand and the eyeshadows because, I mean, the brand seems very unique and the color stories were unique in what I saw. And I was on their Instagram just looking and I'm like, this might be a brand that I'm really into, so we shall see. But this product is a no. No. Why? Is this glitter? Absolutely not. Moving on. Don't need any foundations. I just feel like there were so many foundation releases in 2022. Like, I feel like everybody has foundation. It might just be me, but I have too much foundation. So I'm not even looking because there's nothing that you can tell me that I need in a foundation or a new foundation that I don't already have in an old foundation, if that makes sense. So no. Mega Revolution is a no. This is a no. Pacifica, I love Pacifica, but I don't really need the super lit enzyme scrub. So that's a no. Oh, more stuff by Revolution. Don't need it. Skipping the skincare, skipping this highlighter. We have this collection from MAC, which is the New Year Shine collection. While I do enjoy these 8 pans with the cream formula, all of this is an absolute no. The blush on the left at the bottom looks great, but it is a great no. Just not doing it. I'm not getting caught up in these New Year releases, so I'm gonna move on. We do have a new palette from Juvia's Place, the Candy Shop palette. Nope, this is not a color story I'm gonna wear, so there's that. And the whole candy stuff is a no. I'm just not into it, so I'm gonna move on. The palette's $26, and then they have the lip gloss, which is $12, and I think there's gonna be some different flavors and shades, but it's a no, y'all. So far, we are all no's. We are all no's. Givenchy has some lipsticks coming out in Tint Silk. These are $40. These are no's. Trying to stay away from lip products if I can. Now this one right here might not be able to protect us from, because Cleona is going to be coming out with another palette. Now the palette that they came out with at the beginning of the year that I was really looking forward to just was not my favorite color story, but I love Cleona and I love their quality and their shadows. It just wasn't my favorite color story, and I really did want them to have some mattes. It was just a lot going on. If I do use that dragon fruit palette, I may take 1 or 2 shades, and I usually use it as a companion palette. I am excited to see what this is going to be. And as I said, we have a shade name, Ring of Fire. This is gonna be available in early 2023. Let's see if there are any comments about what people would like to see. Some neutrals, and then neutrals with some mattes. I would love to see neutrals with some mattes. More Earth multi-chromes and neutrals. Yeah, definitely excited, but dragon fruit was not my favorite. So keep y'all posted on that. That's one that I would definitely keep my eye out for. What is this? Shimmering Mousse eyeshadow by About Face Beauty. This is not something I'm interested in. And I do like the one and done liquid eyeshadows. Tried a bunch from Lisa Eldridge, and I'm a huge fan. Brought up my Cleonas and I brought up my Danessa Myrick, so I really don't need any more on that end. Jo Malone London. Okay, we got some, I see some perfumes. I'm gonna move on. Purple Nudes from Pacifica. No. And what is this? Another New Year's collection from Clinique. This palette from P. Louise, or 2 palettes. This is a no. Oh, it's 1 palette. So first of all, it's 42 shades. That's strike 1, 2, and 3. Second of all, I think all of us have this color story. We do not need it. We don't. Right now, I'm thinking about all my neutral palettes, and then I'm thinking about my City Grace Mountain palette. So this is a no, and I don't need anything with 42 shades. So we're just gonna move on. This might be a quick video, y'all, because I'm not doing it. Jill Stewart, all these light shades are no's. Spring 2023. So y'all already see what the trend is right now. So no. What am I doing with this? I feel like the makeup is so small. Like the makeup portion of this is teeny tiny. Okay. wasting too much time that we don't get back. Kind Face Beauty has a brush bundle. I don't know this brand at all. I'm just gonna move on. It's a brush bundle. These are vegan bristles. So, I mean, if you're in need, but I'm telling y'all, those MSQ brushes on Amazon, tried and true. Been using them now for over a year. Love them. Oh, I did talk about this Sugar Drizzle palette last week. This is a no. No all shimmer palettes. And then we talked about NBA Cosmetics. So yes, we are nose across the board, y'all. Nose across the board. Let us go to Trend Mood and see what's happening. Looks like ColourPop has something coming. These are no's. I mean, this one looks like the child. Got the green brown duochrome. We all have it. We all have it, y'all. That's the child. So that's a no. I mean, it's not exact, but you know what I'm saying. Sage the Day is a great name. And I'm not sure what this one is called. Oh, Petals and Point. And then Super Shocks, don't believe in those. So I'm gonna move on. Don't see anything here. You guys, I think we're done. Let me just go to Chic Profile because, you know, I gotta see what's going on in the luxury world. So, okay, those are the tweeds. She does have up the Dior Mensa collection. I did mention this collection last week, I believe. This is a no. I think it's pretty, but not necessary. I do like the Dior blush that I have. I just have one. And I do have some Quints that I really like. I do love the Dior lipsticks. But right now, I'm just not in need of any of these. And I just have enough. So I'm going to say no to that as well. I'm going to go ahead and move over because we are done. All right, you guys. So as far as makeup purchases this week, or you know what I saw that stood out, nothing stood out. And I'm so happy to say that because I don't say that very often. You know, usually I am very tempted by things that I see, and you know, it's kind of a balance because, you know, on one hand, I want to change the relationship that I have with makeup and just purchasing in general, whether that's makeup or outside of makeup. So, you know, part of me is like, do I not look at the brand websites? Do I unsubscribe? But then the other part of me just really enjoys kind of this history of makeup. You know, I like knowing what's coming out. I like knowing what's going on. I like knowing what trends are. And, you know, when it was time for me to do my worst releases and my best releases, you know, I had these videos to just go back and look. I mean, and I didn't even have to look at the video. It was just like, I remember that cheese collection. You know what I mean? So I really enjoy that. So it's really walking a fine line because I do get tempted. But I think I am coming to a point with my collection that I want to get rid of a lot and I want to curate it a little bit more. So, you know, just continuing to be conscious about the purchasing and is what I'm purchasing, adding anything of value to my collection. You know what I mean? There's not much in eyeshadow that I haven't tried, and I have not tried every brand, but I think, you know, the more and more eyeshadow that I try, the more and more similarities that I see, especially when it comes to indie stuff. That's why when I talk about like favorite brands, favorite indie brands, there's something different about them. Like their shadows are homemade, their formulas feel unique. Like some of these shadows I can just look. I can look at them and tell that they're all the same. So it's just the color story that's changing, and it's easy, I will say, for me to forget the things that I have in my collection. Despite having a spreadsheet, I was saying in another video, maybe I need to also have a little picture, or these are all my neutral palettes. These are my palettes with blues, you know, and color code them that way, because I just saw the NBA palette and I'm like, oh, I can run off. I have Norvina 5 with those purples. I have the Lethal palette I just showed. I have my Kaleidos Lunar Lavender. So, you know, being able to do that will really help. So that's gonna be it, you guys. And as I said in the beginning, I can't believe I pulled FRIZZMAS off this year. And I'm so thankful that each and every one of you have been here with me this whole time. It has really been fun. And even though it's tough, like I'm editing videos, it's like recess and I'm like, let me do this. Or it's like planning time and I'm like, ooh, let me take a few minutes, you know. make sure I get things up. It's so worth it in the end because I enjoy makeup, I enjoy this hobby, and I enjoy you all, and I hope you can tell like how much this means to me. It really means a lot. So thank you guys so much for really taking out your time and being with me for this FRIZZMAS. This has just been great, you know, and I look forward to doing this again next year. I'm not gonna have mimosas and makeup tomorrow because it's Christmas, and you know, I just hope that wherever you are, whatever you decide to do or not to do this Christmas or this holiday, just try to make sure that you enjoy your time. I know some people are working on Christmas. You know, everyone doesn't have a schedule like mine. I know some people are traveling. I know some people are overwhelmed with that. I get overwhelmed with having to go between, you know, 2 homes. So I'm trying to make some changes with that. And I know some people are spending the holiday alone. So however you're spending the holiday, I hope that it's in a way you're able to enjoy some of the time and that you're taking care of yourself, because I said it in another video, the holiday season can bring on a ton of feelings. And for me, it's always like a bittersweet situation. So one of the things that I have to think about as a teacher is how I talk about the holidays with my students. When I was younger, you know, we would have questions like, what's on your Christmas list, or what do you want for Christmas? And you can't ask questions like that now. The students have so many different things going on. There are some that are looking forward to the holidays and are happy that school is going to be closed until January 2nd. And there are some kids who are sad about it, you know what I mean? And some of those just typical questions. What did you do over the summer? Did you go anywhere? Or what did you do for Christmas? Or what did you get? We can't even ask those types of questions anymore because even the kids, you know, have these just different experiences. The holidays can be a beautiful time, but I think it's important to make them how you want them to be. And that's what I'm trying to do. Make it how I want it to be. Because time is something that you just don't get back. It's one of the most expensive things and precious things that we have. I mean, it's the most valuable, you know? So I just wanted to share that. And I'm going to miss seeing y'all tomorrow for sure. But I'll probably be back Monday or Tuesday. So thank you so much for stopping by and hanging out with me for this video and just all of FRIZZMAS, y'all. Thank you for helping me to make this possible and, you know, motivating me and inspiring me to want to do this, you know. I think that originally Vlogmas, it's something that content creators do because the AdSense is a little higher. But I mean, I don't really make a lot from YouTube, so it's not even that. It's just, you know, giving people something to look forward to around this time, you know. So I hope this was therapy for you. You know it is for me. So until I see you again, make sure you are being gentle with yourself. Talk to yourself nice. Stay safe, and I will see y'all really soon. Bye. Merry Christmas.